You are a young man. You are a young man. You just complete your tertiary education, university per se. So obviously you are between the age of 23 and 27. And if you are not fortunate, you are the one taking care of yourself. You are even in your early 30s because those taking care of themselves, they are working while schooling. I've seen it before. Now, by God's grace, you're able to complete university. But you know the story. You stay in the house at least a year or whatever going. You even have to pay to get a job or political connection. It still take about a year. Some people even up to 10 years. Now, you got this job. Instead of you to focus straight, you want to do what big men do. You know, I've seen it before. You started a job, you want this girl, you want that girl, you want to go here, you want to go there, you are everywhere. Sometimes you go and borrow money and buy car to impress people on social media. So now let's say you went and borrow and buy, you buy. Normally you don't even buy any vintage car, you buy saloon car. Those saloon cars are even second-hand cars, they are not tear rubber. When you go to Europe or America, you are driving those cars. Those girls don't even want to date you. I'm telling you. You think when you drive saloon car, this Toyota, Hyundai Accord, just name it. The girls will not even date you in the first place. So, but there is a saying, in the kingdom of the blind, one-eyed man is the king. So you won't hide. You want to show up everywhere that you have arrived. Now, could you Mensa is somewhere. You know that this 5,000, this 7,000, at most you are a banker. Let's say you did your master before you got the job, so you are taking 10,000. So you think you have arrived. You went and borrowed that car, saloon car, second-hand car. Of course, it's not a brand new car. Don't come and lie to anybody here. Now, you marry, you did elaborate wedding. You know, it's all about impressing the masses that you have actually arrived. So societal expectations about you is high. You raise the standard for yourself. So even when you are in church, they say let's give tithe, and you go and give 400. They think this guy is a stingy guy. You should have given 1,000 Ghana. So you live in two-bedroom apartment, and in the city, you see how expensive it is. 2 years advance. You the car you haven't finished paying. It's a car loan. You went and married too, so they think you have arrived. So look, let me tell you, you'll be stuck. Those who knows and cut their cloth according to their size, they are making it because they know where they are coming from. They know their story. So what they did is they tried to buy a plot of land. Hmm? You did a quiet wedding. Everything moderate. They don't try to impress anyone. They live a simple life. Now, watch your life. You who is trying to impress others and compare it to someone who is a minimalist. He is a minimalist, not a miser. He is making wiser use of his money because he knows he's from a developing country, not an advanced world. And within 5 to 10 years, you see who is actually rich and who is actually poor. Because normally you start giving birth to your children, you send them to private schools. You don't just send them to any kind of school. The private school must be according to your standard. 1 kid, 2 kid. Now you need a nanny because you are working, your wife is also working, and you have one car for the start. You don't have any two car, you have one car. Now, you cannot take your kids to school before going back to where you'll be caught in traffic. So what it means is that you have to call in an Uber or make an arrangement with the Uber, sending your kids to school, bringing them back. Because in Accra or these big cities, you can't depend on school bus because of traffic. Who will be no? So Uber. Now Uber is not less than 30 Ghana cedi, 15, so depending on the distance to the location where your student are schooling. Now, teaching and learning material, extra classes for your kids. They don't wear second-hand clothes, of course. They have to wear standard. So within you marry. So let's say in 5 years' time, you see your situation. You are stuck. You are working really hard. But you see that you are not getting ahead. Yes, you are working hard. And you know within yourself, you are no longer getting ahead. Now, someone who is living a simple life in a district capital, or even in a small town or even a big town, will buy a land, plot of land, start his building project. And within 5 to 10 years, the building will be at length level. If at least he didn't even finish working on it. So within 12 years' time, he started renting his own house. Now he can afford to buy a correct luxurious car. And then you are stuck. So you see, it's not how fast you make it, it's how best you make it. You can fake it, but you can't lie to yourself. And have a good day. Thank you.